Welcome back. And now we're moving on to a special award. It recognises an entrepreneurial achievement outside the world of business. Winners in recent years include the designer, John Rocha, Aidan O'Brien, the horse trainer, and John O'Shea of Goal.
To introduce the next member of that esteemed club, please give a warm welcome to the Ernst & Young partner in charge of the Entrepreneur of the Year, Frank O'Keefe.
In 2010, one man, more accustomed to working quietly in the background, proved to all of us the meaning of leadership. Because sometimes, as a nation, we need to be reminded of our infinite potential.
It focused people on something positive that they could do, rather than sitting there feeling passive, because I think that's probably been the worst thing about this crisis. People feeling that they're helpless, that there's nothing they can do.
Tapped into the notion that any one of us, or maybe all of us, can do something to help this country get out of the mess it's in at the moment.
There's so much negativity every time you turn on the telly these days, every time you pick up a paper. You know, forget all that and try and, positive thoughts, encourage other positive thoughts, and I think that's what this is all about.
Earlier this year, Your Country, Your Call was launched throughout Ireland. The brainchild of Martin McAleese, the aim of the competition was to find 2 proposals to help transform the economy by creating jobs and opportunities. A groundswell of support emerged immediately to back the competition.
Here's something to think about.
Imagine you could be part of something big. It's been really positive to get behind something like Your Country, Your Call, and Martin was brilliant to show that initiative, to kind of stand up and say, well, in the middle of all this, how about we try and get people rally around for some sort of recovery programme.
Your Country, Your Call.
Is Latsa A. Is Latsa A.
Is Latsa A.
Get thinking.
There's no surprise that Martin stepped up to the plate in a time of crisis. During the Northern Irish peace process, his background as a Catholic growing up in a Protestant area in Belfast helped to bring some of the loyalist organisations to the negotiations.
Having lived there, having grown up there, he understood that and put out a hand in a way that perhaps other people couldn't. I mean, these guys talking to Martin knew that they were talking to somebody who had grown up in their own area, right? He was of a different religion. But he talked their talk. His accent was the same as theirs. I think that was vitally important.
Maybe his best work was done unknown to people, behind the scenes, talking to people, bringing their views elsewhere. But I think he deserves a little bit of limelight.
Because of his endeavours in Northern Ireland, inviting unionists particularly to the Áras, he got a little bit of prominence there, but this particular endeavour, which is of his own making, may have brought the spotlight a little too sharply on him for his own comfort. But so be it, he certainly deserves it.
Your Country, Your Call captured the imagination of the public, and during the summer over 9,000 proposals were received and assessed.
Ordinary people can have extraordinary ideas, and Martin was the driving force behind all of this, the man who constantly, right throughout the process, had a sense of belief that we can make a difference.
Your Country, Your Call is about taking the lead yourself and not waiting for someone else, to trying to create this positivity but doing it yourself.
In September, the finalists gathered in Dublin's Aviva Stadium and the 2 winning proposals were revealed.
That night in the Aviva Stadium, the night of the result, there was fantastic energy in the room. They felt, okay, this is something that might be influential in the way this country advances in the future, and we, in our own small way, were part of that process.
We've all been quite lost for the last few years, so I think the people who stand forward like Martin in this kind of climate are even braver and should be rewarded tenfold for doing that.
When Martin came up with the idea of Your Country, Your Call, I think what he was doing was opening the door to the entrepreneur in all of us. So that makes him the ultimate entrepreneur.
14, not everybody met you face to face. I had the privilege of meeting you many times. I think in accepting this award, lots of people will see you and they'll say, richly deserved. Buin taine vas a 14.
for leading by example and showing that we all have it within us to change for the better. This year's winner of the Ernst & Young Special Award is Dr. Martin McAleese.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you very, very much. I have to say that I'm really honoured to have been chosen as the recipient of this very special award, which I accept on behalf of the whole Your Country, Your Call team, because at the end of the day, this is much, much more than about me. It's more about, and perhaps precisely about, the 200 or so individuals, companies and organisations who came behind the competition, who supported it and who made it happen, who made it work. And there are two remarkable things about all of those contributions. I just want to highlight two of them. One is that they were all given on a completely pro bono basis, which I believe is a tremendous expression both of social responsibility and corporate social responsibility in these very difficult times. And the second remarkable feature about all of those contributions was that they were made not for publicity, not for acknowledgement, nor profile, not even for thanks, but for what I would regard as the two most important and laudable reasons of all: love of country and the national interest. And so this award for me is about celebrating the people behind all of those contributions that I've been so proud to meet and to work with over the last 18 months or so. So tonight I salute each and every one of them, and I say a big heartfelt thanks to each and every one of them. I want to congratulate Frank O'Keefe on his first year in charge of this competition, and I want to wish the competition and Frank every success in the years to come. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to say a few words the President of Ireland, Mary McAleese.
Giaíomh Carja. The last time I followed Martin when he was making a speech was when we were 17. It was a debating competition. I won, but it's payback time tonight. Who would be anywhere else but in this room this evening, celebrating the dynamism, the optimism that is embodied in the stories of the 24 nominees for the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards 2010. The mood, the prevailing mood in this room, and it's tangible, is practical, it's can-do, it's hard-headed, it is determined. It's a reminder in what we call these challenging economic times of our strengths and our talents, but also of the relentless work that is going on here every day to restore prosperity, opportunity, and progress. And in facing up to our current challenges, we all know, we're all agreed that there is no room for fantasy or false optimism. But in this room, there is a palpable positivity, because this room is filled with men and women who, against the tide, have developed exciting, fresh, innovative business ventures across an extraordinarily diverse range of sectors. Every one of them is a powerful reminder of the strengths that this country has as a place with one of the highest levels of entrepreneurialism in the world. We're reminded too that our export sector is continuing to do really well. It's a source of considerable hope. Every one of these men and women in this audience tonight, through their stories, they remind us that hope is translated into real lived opportunity by entrepreneurs who are willing to trudge through the sacrifice, through the strain, to reach the satisfaction of success. Each of the 24 candidates selected from many, many more by the judges, they've been tested, they've been scrutinised by the very best in the business. And if tonight is a welcome recognition of their individual efforts, believe me when I say to each one of you that your work is a very welcome signpost to a better future for all of us. Enjoy this evening's celebration, enjoy the trophies that some of you will carry home. All of this has been earned the hard way, and importantly, you've also earned our thanks and our respect. I wish all of you every success in the future as you continue to grow your businesses, create jobs, and play such an important role in improving Ireland's economic fortunes in the years ahead. Cógáirdeas Liverich. Enjoy the evening. You surely deserve to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uachtarán na hÉireann, Mary McAleese. And now we're about to learn the identity of this year's overall winner. First, let's remind ourselves of the 3 entrepreneurs still standing.
Conrad Burke, Innovalite.
It's only been done by hard work, by an entrepreneurial spirit, and a passion to do something very different, something that's very, very hard. And I would hope that's something that would be recognised.
The Glennon brothers, Mike and Pat.
I suppose we just looked at it as growing the business. If that means entrepreneurship, well then we're entrepreneurs.
We definitely go in to win and give it our best shot. It shows we must be doing something right, and in fairness to both our staff and our customers, they're the reasons why we're here today.
Brian Conlon, First Derivatives.
I think if we had a chance, the judges would have nominated us. I think our story's as good as anybody else's. We've proven that from any town in Ireland you can build a sustainable, substantial business and a knowledge-based business.
Well, 3 exceptional category winners, I'm sure you will agree, but only one can claim the honour of being the 2010 Entrepreneur of the Year. It's the question on everybody's lips. Can you please welcome on stage the only man with the answer? From Ernst & Young, Mike McCurr.
Tonight has been a celebration of Ireland's entrepreneurial resilience. Our 24 finalists are proof positive that our stars are shining as brightly as ever. The 2010 Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year is Brian Conlon.
Congratulations. I can't let you away before we just have a few words with you, because there's nothing, I don't think, but goodwill in the minds of everyone here tonight. But I want to know what's going through your mind. You've had sport and success of business. What does this night mean to you?
Well, obviously it means quite a lot, yeah.
Can't say much more than that. So it's no, it's for me it's a fantastic achievement. But as I said earlier, it's very much the people behind me rather than myself. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people with fantastic businesses there. Not just this year, but every year, and to be one of the alumni and one of the people who have won this award after the sort of illustrious people that have gone before me, I think it's, I'm very proud of that, and very humble and very honoured.
Brian, you said, we had a video earlier on, that every town in Ireland can have, people can set up a sustainable business, but a lot of people at the moment in the environment we're in, we're going to say, I can't do it. I can't do what you've done. What's your message tonight to people watching you?
I think just give it a go. There's not much alternative at the moment, so just give it a lash. So why not, yeah?
And Brian, just final question. For you, your business is just exactly what we need, hiring high-quality graduates in a smart economy. Where do you go next?
Well, we have people all over the world. They're young Irish people, recently come out of college. They're from Limerick, Cork, Waterford. We have people practically from every county in Ireland. And they're in Hong Kong, they're in Singapore, they're in Sydney, they're in New York, Chicago, all over the world. And they're the best of breed. When they go into the organisations they work for, they're recognised as good. They're beating everybody else in the world. And I think that's a message that, given the right opportunity, given the right organisation to work in, they can, grow and prosper, and they can bring to bear the qualities that are innate in all Irish people in terms of our ability to empathise with people from all nationalities. We have an ability to connect with people. In terms of smart economy, we've got a great educational system, north and south, and we can take advantage of that and, just bury the head and just get on with it, and hopefully in a couple of years things will be back to where they were before. So,
hallelujah.
Yeah.
The very best success to you. Brian Conlon, Entrepreneur of the Year.
So there you have it. I want to thank our guest, the President of Ireland, for honouring us with her presence here tonight. Warm congratulations to all our winners, and in particular to Brian Conlon, the 2010 Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
So the party's only getting started here, but next year there's no reason why you couldn't be among us. So from Dublin City West Hotel, good night.
Good night.